Hey everybody, Coach Leslie Don here. Today we're going to talk about how to use Google Alerts to get better blog posts. So we're going to use a little bit of AI to help because I am not a writer. Let me share my screen. Let's first start off with how do you set up a Google Alert? You literally just Google Alerts. It's going to ask you what you want to set up. Now I have set up Houston Economy and Houston Real Estate, and every day I get two emails, one for the Houston Economy, one for Houston Real Estate with articles that have already been written. And I find the article I like, and then I rewrite it. So email looks something like this. Google Alert, Houston Real Estate. And I'm actually going to pull this first one because I've already written this article. But I click on the article, it'll take me to it. It'll tell me about this is about a new 17-story luxury high rise. By the way, this is from March of 2024. And I've gotten actually pretty good traffic off of this. Uh, so I like that it tells me about new communities first before they come up. And this way I can be one of the first to write about it, which means Google is going to see my website and my blog post before everybody else because the community hasn't really started yet. So I'm going to copy the article. All right. I'm not a writer and I'm not going to plagiarize. Then I'm going to go to Gemini. You can use any of them that you want. And I'm going to go Gemini and I'm going to say, rewrite this article. I'm going to paste the article in. I'm going to hit that. And it's going to write the article for me. Then I'm going to copy and paste the article into my blog. And I've already done this. I've already written the blog. But look at what I've done here. Every time a word comes up that I can link back to properties on my website, I do that. So there's Houston. That goes to Houston Homes for Sale. Single family homes was in there. Let's see, Pelican Builders. I can actually, our website allows us to search by builder. Luxury high-rise condos goes to all the luxury high-rises in Houston. Residential high-rise. The Woodway, I missed a link there. There's an opportunity. I could have gone to homes for the condos for sale at the Woodway. Multifamily housing. I could have put a link to multifamily housing for sale there. Condo units, link to condo units. I could have put there. These are all the things that I've missed that I could have gotten. So there's Pelican again. There's Hawthorne. Then Tanglewood. That's another neighborhood I could have linked back to. The Woodway shows up again in this article. Price range, I could have put price range of homes for that price range and put a link for homes in that price range. Houston condo, Pelican, the Hawthorne. Let's see, Pelican. I missed a Pelican there. Suburban residents. So I could have literally taken a link to all the suburbs in Houston. I didn't do that. Houston's inner core. I could have done the inner loop and done that. High-rise living. You can see that there. Downsizing Houstonians, I could have done some smaller homes, patio homes. I could have created a link for that. Let's see how development is feasible. High-rise condos, I could have linked to that. So everywhere I'm telling you, I could have linked to properties on my own website. And this way it's constantly driving traffic back to my website. By the way, any of these articles you write on your own blog, you can also make a LinkedIn article out of it as well. And I'll have a whole other video to show you how to make a LinkedIn article. It's pretty easy. But that's how you continually drive traffic back to your website. This blog can be posted, say, on your own website, your own separate blog. Google Sites is an easy way to create a blog. You can use Wix and other things like that. Also, look for opportunities on to be a guest blogger on other people's websites. You can literally just Google guest blogging in your area and find out whether or not you can be a guest blogger. My association, the Houston Association of Realtors, if you play for the Platinum service, it comes with its own blog that I can write blogs for that gets links back to my site for those properties for sale. So that is kind of how you can write a blog and drive traffic back to your own website and just kind of keep informed. It's much better than doing the one where they just tell you about the national stats. We all know every agent has that, but this keeps it local. It keeps it about the area, and that is a way to kind of do that. The other thing you can do if you want to blog a little bit more and be the one that people come to for information is create a weekly blog about things to do this weekend. And if you're in a big metro area, just Google things to do this weekend. In Houston, there's a whole website. There's 365 days of things to do in Houston. It tells you about all the concerts and everything that's coming up. My thing is food festivals, art festivals, and things I can do with my dog. So I tend to find those things and I post about those on a weekly basis. And people talk about that people think I go to all of these things and they ask me about these things. And maybe you don't want to go to all these things. Maybe you don't have time, but you can find a local, writer who wants to, some kid for 30 bucks will go to that event. They can buy some food. They can take 5 pictures, write, I don't know, 150 words on that. And now you become the person that knows that about everything that's going on in your area. So every little event and things like that. But start with economy and real estate because this is your wheelhouse in your area. And every day you have opportunities to write a blog. And it makes it so much easier than having to think of something to write. All right. Any questions? Just reach out to me. Have a good one.